Well, we're now coming up to 48 hours since this building here in southern Florida partially collapsed, and you might be able to see behind me there's actually still some smoke rising up into the air at the site itself, just a few blocks from where I'm standing, and that's because a fire actually broke out in the wreckage of this partially collapsed building, and that's actually been complicating the search and rescue efforts that have been going on for the last couple of days now. Of course, for the relatives of the missing, this has just been an agonizing couple of days. Take a listen to Pablo Rodriguez, whose mother and grandmother are still missing.
They were in their unit. I'm sure asleep in their beds when it collapsed. They were just the tower went down. We're completely devastated. Like as I mentioned, for us, hope kind of went out as soon as we saw the video because her tower went down and the other tower fell on top of it. So we have official word. We're still trying to hold on to whatever hope remains, but realistically, we know that they're gone. At times, it's complete devastation, and then there's periods of disbelief where you get a little calm, just saying, "Well, this didn't happen. It's impossible. It's surreal. It's a nightmare." Buildings don't collapse; they don't fall. So for the building to be at a point where it just collapses on itself without anybody knowing anything about it is that's the part that angers me.
And of course, Pablo's grandmother and mother are amongst the almost 160 people who are still missing just a couple of days now since this terrible tragedy occurred.
And it's heartbreaking to hear. Giles, do we know anything yet as to why the building collapsed?
It's still very early days. We're very much still in the search and rescue stage of this operation. Search and rescue workers are actually combing through the rubble with their hands, with their gloves, just trying to find any sort of sign of life, any sort of sign of a survivor who might still be trapped in the rubble. We have been told that they have been hearing some sort of sounds coming from the debris, but that could just be, pieces of concrete or other pieces of debris just moving in around there rather than a survivor trapped somewhere down there. In terms of the potential cause of this, we do know that the building was undergoing some sort of repairs in the weeks building up to the partial collapse of this building, but really it's just far too early to say what might have caused this just devastating tragedy.